That's how you discover interesting combinations that you didn't expect.
I went to a concert of Alan Vega at the Kneading Factory when I was still in Manhattan, because I was really in love with suicide. And it was a really bad concert. And the third part was Genesis, with Lady Jaye doing guitar. And I was really mesmerized by her voice, and very poetic, strange character. And I knew nothing about her, nothing about the music. And the next day I went to pick up a friend in Soho. There was an opening about music and painting. And I walked in and there was so many people that I got pushed on the side and walked on the foot of someone. So I turned around and to excuse myself, and here it was Genesis. So she smiled at me with her gold teeth and we talked. We wrote to each other for a week or 10 days. And then she said, come over. So I went in Bushwick, like I really expected another world, like, and it was a tiny house. She brought me in the basement with this like giant plastic chair in the shape of a hand. And I was tiny on this chair and she was just staring at me. And suddenly Lady Jaye came down and they brought me coffees and asked me tons of questions about who I was, what I was doing. And suddenly Lady Jaye looked at me and she said, you're the one. I was like, the one what? And she said, you're the one we were waiting for to film us. You can film us the way you want. And suddenly, like, I was like, all right. And 2 weeks later, I was on tour with the whole band, Psychic TV, for 2 weeks. And then there was the beginning of like 7 years of friendship and adventure with them.
You know how much I love you. I give you all my life. No one may take my life from me.
We started to think about, instead of having children, which is in a way the two people combined to become a new person, what if we made ourselves the new person instead?
We both got breast implants, and the first thing that I said when I woke up was, oh look, it's our angelic bodies.
When Jaye died, it was so brutal and so unexpected. She was 38 years old and it just ended in one day. Jen was really broken. I mean, she couldn't function. She was lying down, just crying. And I thought it was like incredibly difficult to put myself there with the camera. I didn't want to be intrusive. I didn't want to change my position and steal things away from the pathos or the drama that happened. But then after a couple months, Jen kind of brought back her senses and could function better. Then she asked me to not stop filming. So she asked me to finish it in honor to Jaye.
The Native American flute.
God, you're cute. Can I give you a kiss?
When you are around them, and I was around them all the time, it was incredible, like, energy of love. It was insane for me to be around. It was like two people being one all the time. To see two people so extreme in their love and in their artwork and yet living a mundane life is also showing you that the extreme or the experimentation or the changes can work when you find maybe your soulmate, or when you find in yourself that piece of knowing you can change.
I love you. I know.
People don't listen. I've been saying change, 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 change for all my life, and yet people don't want me to change. But I will, and I do, and that's the whole point.